Two elderly beekeepers are going to show us how they make a skep beehive by coiling bundles of straw. As a binding material, withies are used, the flexible shoots of osiers. The farmer, Fritz Finkenstedt, 67 years of age, cuts suitable shoots close above the ground with his penknife. They should be long and without lateral shoots. Brambles, the boiled roots of fir trees or reeds were also used in this region. On the other side of the narrow ditch between the meadows, where the osier beds are found, is the farm of his neighbour August Langhorst, who has just been sweeping the hall. He is 70 years old. Both men have spent many a winter evening making beehives together. Now they start preparing the straw for the skep beehive. The straw comes from rye that has been harvested by hand and also hand-threshed. With a wooden rake, Fritz Finkenstedt combs out the short loose pieces and the leaf blades. For making skeps, straw of uniform length is required. Straw from sandy, hungry soil is most suitable because it is stronger and not so liable to snap. Once August Langhorst has pulled out the last loose straws, both men go over to the forage kitchen to continue their work. Neighbour Finkenstedt occupies himself with the freshly cut withies. After removing the tip, he makes 2 incisions to divide the withy into 3 sections. Into these incisions he presses a carved wooden jemmy and splits the withy from top to bottom. To prevent the strips of withy from catching in the straw bundle, he carefully sharpens the thick end. He smooths the split edges and split surface as well. By pulling the cut surface over a rung of the chair, he makes the withy supple. Now the skep maker can commence skep coiling. To start with, he needs a bundle of straw. At the upper, thinner end, he bends the straw back and pulls a ring of cow horn over the bundle. The ring serves as a template for the thickness of the straw coil and helps to keep it together. He pierces the pointed end of the first withy through the loop of the straw bundle. He fixes the end by pulling the next wrapping of the withy tight. The skep beehive will be built up in a coil made from a single large bundle of straw. Very carefully, the skep maker wraps the tight first coil in the crown of the hive and finally attaches this to the first loop of the straw bundle, which he pierces several times. Where necessary, he uses an awl to pierce the bundle. With the addition of further handfuls of straw, the coil is continued in the same thickness. The cow horn ring template is an important help here. Using the technique known as wrapped and pierced coiling, the coil spirals are closely interlinked. While August Langhorst is already working on the cylindrical part of the skep walls, his neighbour has split and smoothed the last withies for him. Next day, the skep maker continues with his work alone. By using the awl, he can pierce the withies through the coil without any trouble. To make the hive entrance for the bees, he cuts out about 1/3 of the coil over a length of 8 centimeters. The awl he uses is a forged spike with a head and rectangular shaft. The end of a bundle is sewn up and cut off short. Once the next coil covers it, the flight entrance is complete. Occasionally, the skep has to be pressed into the right cylindrical shape. Meanwhile, it has reached the intended height of about 40 centimetres. The ring template is no longer required. The skep maker carefully pierces the thinned out end of the straw coil before fastening the final binding. The beehive is complete.